There, that was Sailor's Hornpipe. The title of today's video is going to be "What are fiddle tunes and what are they good for?" So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So first of all, let's define what a fiddle tune is. Like, broadly speaking, a fiddle tune is just a tune played on the fiddle. But if we kind of zoom in a little bit, usually what like bluegrass players and Celtic players are talking about when they say fiddle tunes is typically and this is not always, there's a lot of glaring exceptions to this, but typically it's something with an A section and a B section, and it's usually, most of the time, it's going to be an 8-bar A section and an 8-bar B section. And in most cases, especially in American fiddle tunes, it's going to be 2 A sections and then 2 B sections, but sometimes it alters that. Sometimes it'll be A, B, A. Sometimes it'll have a C section and a D section. There's all kinds of crazy stuff that people throw in there in fiddle tunes. So you'll see a lot of bluegrass standards, like Little Beggar Man or Blackberry Blossom. Those started out as fiddle tunes. A lot of these tunes were brought over. They were Celtic pieces of music that were brought over and incorporated into American traditional music, Americana, bluegrass, and stuff like that. But the cool thing about fiddle tunes is not only are they great melodies to learn, but they're also a great way to work on your technique. Like, for instance, that Sailor's Hornpipe I just did, it's a much more fun way to practice playing an E major than just going across the different scale fingerings and whatnot. And as you noticed, I mean, that kind of took us all the way from open position all the way up here to like 8th or 9th position. So it's a way to traverse the scale that's much more interesting than just playing up and down scales, which is like maddeningly boring. And plus, it forces you to do pretty much every type of pick motion that you're going to do. Whether we're talking about outside the string pick motions, like if I go from the B string with a downstroke and then go around the E string and come up with an upstroke, and the more hard type of inside the string motions, like for instance if I do an upstroke on the B string and then have to come back around the string to do a downstroke on the E string. It's a much harder motion. Playing these fiddle tunes, especially with the metronome, forces you to get good at those different types of picking situations, because you're going to encounter pretty much all of them in the span of a single fiddle tune. So that was Sailor's Hornpipe. Let's look at another one here. That was the A section, the Blackberry Blossom. So that's 8 bars. Let's take a look at the B section. 1, 2, 3. great picking stuff. Great picking practice. That's in the key of G. So I'm not going to go through a bunch of fiddle tunes and show you how to play them, because you can find all that stuff in a million different places online. So that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to talk about why these are fun to practice and they're good for your technique. And another cool thing that I should probably go over is the fact that these are really easy to memorize. So you can play through some of these fiddle tunes and play through them 10 or 20 times and pretty much have them committed to memory, especially if you just learn like the most basic version of each of these 8-bar melodies. Usually there's an 8-bar melody in the A section, 8-bar melody in the B section, so you're talking about 16 bars. It's not, you know, that's like about the 2/3 of an average guitar solo that you would memorize. So pretty basic on that end and really useful for your technique and playing. So I'm going to put some recommendations in terms of let's do 10 fiddle tunes that I'll put at the end of this video that are a good place to start, and they won't be in any particular order. You know, that's for you to figure out. But another cool thing about these, and then I'm going to shut up, is that if you are into bluegrass music and playing acoustically, if you learn these tunes, you can go to almost any parking lot picking session, and these tunes are going to come up, and you can jam along, and you can even play your own unique variations, which is what makes this stuff fun in a group setting or context. So anyway, that's my diatribe on fiddle tunes. American, Celtic, doesn't matter. They're all pretty similar in structure, and they will serve the same purpose for you. So with that, I bid you good day.